So there are a couple of words that I wasn't really familiar with, which one of them being blackness. Um, and I found that definition, and it's the property of being black color in general. So blackness, I'm kind of getting the same vibe of what it would be and what it is. And then another one was Afrocentrism, and that was the cultural and politic particular movement whose mainly African American inheritance regards themselves and all the other black as African Americans and believe their world view should positively reflect traditions of the African values. And throughout the articles, those were two key words that kept coming up that were really important. Educational practice must match with the children's culture in ways which ensure the generalization um, of having important behaviors, which I think is really important. And then discovering the small differences in the social aspects that they social, social aspects and um, in relations in which make a big difference in the way that they get an education and engage in the contents of the school curriculum. And the changes in like an everyday participation with students really gets them involved and makes them curious on what's going to happen tomorrow or what's going to happen maybe next week, just making the routine different each day. And then it helps with the development of education for all different learners in the classroom, not just one specific way. So each one may be visual, one may be hands-on, one may just be listening. So it will give them a good, just like the curriculum could be different. And the dilemma of African Americans they face is being in high school students or in elementary is the how to identify the academic demands of school while demonstrating cultural competence, which I think is really important, and just make sure that they are understanding what's actually happening in the school. And then teachers need to make sure they encourage the academic success, and they must help students recognize and understand the current social aspects because when teachers give positive reinforcement to students, they really like that feedback and make them participate more in the classroom and throughout their environment that they're in each day outside of the classroom, which is good for both teachers and students. And teachers need to make sure that they really believe in their students and that they are capable of academic success and make sure that they see themselves as a member of the community and teaching as a way to give back to them and just make sure that their teaching is meaningful to them and that their students are getting something useful and it's meaningful to them as well. Afrocentrists are described in the article as crank and interest ethnicists, and the views are based on how they're poor and they're outdated sources, so they're not really reliable is what they were coming to, and they direct and aim to school teacher and board of elementary and high schools that want to add to the curriculum. They really need to make sure that they are believing in all of their students and making sure that they are able to get the education that they all deserved. And during the discussion, they attack them by Afrocentrism and aimed direct at members of the school district and the um, and during the discussions they defend and